Hey guys, Clumsy here, and welcome back to ETS2. It's time to try out the voice navigation pack. I'm sure some of you guys have tried it out already, watched some videos, but yeah, I'm a bit late to the party, but better late than never, right? Anyway, I wanted to try out the different voices today, do a full trip, and maybe it will save me some of my voice as well, because as you might be able to hear, my voice is still not perfectly okay, but hopefully the voice navigation will fill in some of the gaps for me. So anyway, if you guys haven't heard, with 1.35 public beta, this is still in the public beta as of now, they added voice navigation last weekend, and now you have a lot of voices you can choose from: English, German, Spanish, French, Italian, and all the stuff. And the amazing thing is they made it moddable. So people have actually started releasing mods, and that's what we're trying today. The default ones are Dog and Sky for English at least, and there are some more serious voices.
Make a U-turn. Turn right.
Or more, how do you say, informal voices.
Go straight. At the roundabout, take the third exit.
If that guy sounds familiar, that's because he's the guy who did Geralt's voice in Witcher. So if you're a Witcher fan,
turn left.
You might be enjoying this voice.
Never mind.
In particular.
I'll find a new route.
Not very professional sounding, but sounds very fun. Sky, on the other hand,
go straight on. That's right.
Oh my goodness, brings back gray mother memories. That sound is the speed warning when you are speeding. You can either choose a voice or a sound for that. I choose sound. I don't want anyone scolding me for speeding. A beep would be more than enough.
It's all over now. Turn right.
Yeah, so you can hear it's not very professional.
Caution! Watch your speed!
And some people have actually complained about that. Even the official ones.
At the roundabout, take the third exit.
Yeah, it sounds too human, if you get what I mean. It's too good, I think is how we can say it.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
It feels like there's someone beside you voicing out the commands. When it's a GPS, normally it should be a bit more robotic. So someone made a British female version. This is from the Steam Workshop, and you can check it out in the mods list, link in the video description if you want to download it as well. Or just look in Steam Workshop.
At the roundabout, take the fourth exit. At the roundabout, take the fourth exit. Exit left. At the roundabout, take the fifth exit. Turn left. At the roundabout, take the sixth exit.
Oh, this lady is really British. Lots of roundabouts.
Turn left.
Yeah, so it sounds a lot more robotic, and it sounds a lot more realistic, like a real navigation device. And there's also one more that I downloaded, Google Maps voice navigation. Now this is not, I don't think this is the same as the Steam Workshop. I got this from the SCS forums. I think this was made by a different guy, and I think I like this better actually. It's also in the mods list. Check it out in the link in the video description.
Navigation resumed. At the roundabout, take the second exit. At the roundabout, take the fourth exit.
Yeah, sounds very good. So what we'll do is we will try out the British lady first, and then we'll switch halfway through, if I remember at least, to the Google Maps lady. Okay? And then you guys let me know in the comments which one you prefer, or if you want nothing because it's irritating you want to hear my voice more, or I don't know. But we'll have to pause every now and then because the ladies will be speaking. And you know, you always have to listen when the ladies are speaking. That's a life lesson for you. Anyway, so we'll be traveling from Kiel to Vaxjo. Not sure if I mentioned that already. It's going to be 668 kilometers, which should give us a good chance to test out the voice navigation logic and its quirks, okay? Anyway, let's get this party started. Let's hear it. Okay, they're still quiet. Alright, fuel economy is reset. I'm still using automatic transmission with the adaptive economic mode. Now that I have discovered the secret of the kickdown. I'm waiting for her to speak. Okay.
Turn right.
There we go. A bit late, but we gotcha. Some people have actually turned off their GPS devices to focus
Turn
on
right.
the navigation. Actually, let's do that, right? Let's do that. Or we can do a high level approach like that one. Just so we have an overview of how far we are. But we don't need the specifics anymore. Like the low level, the lady can help us with that.
Get ready to turn left.
It's actually very good. Like if you look at the GPS from that view,
Turn left.
you wouldn't have an idea that's turning left is what you need to do. But you would have a good, if the GPS itself would give you a nice overview of where you are and how far you have to go, and the lady would be guiding you on the details. That's actually a pretty good combo. I think I like this one. And then if you start speeding, I'll do it just for science. Speed limit is 70. I can't because there's a stoplight. Then we'll hear some sounds beeping, some beeping sounds. You might have heard it a while ago when I was testing out the voices. I like that better. There's actually an option to disable that completely, get the beeps, or have the lady or whoever is your voice back do the scolding for you. And some of the scolding is pretty hardcore. I'm trying to wait for the voice. It's a bit awkward. Okay, I'll just keep on talking, and when she talks, I'll try to stop. But there we go. Okay, so I guess we have to turn right sometime. How about here in this junction? This is
Right. And
okay,
then
there.
exit right.
There you go. So that's where we leave.
Exit right.
Thank you. Gotcha. Let's just cruise down here so we get some very nice fuel economy. Now I'm really liking the adaptive automatic transmission now with the economy mode. Now that I have learned the secret of the kickdown, so I just have to keep my foot off the pedal, at least not fully on the pedal.
Keep right. And then exit right.
Thank you, very helpful. On to Hamburg.
Exit right.
Slow down here a bit.
Turn right.
That's actually very good, isn't it? Very timely as well. If you're not speeding or anything, I think it's perfect timing. But if you're speeding and rushing through the roads, then that's the kickdown right there. That's the kickdown right there. When you don't control your foot and you go 100% on the pedal, then it's going to get pretty messy for your fuel economy because the transmission will go to the lower gear and go for max revs beyond the green zone. So I have to keep my foot under control. Like if I maximize it here, that's how it goes. Goes down to 8 and goes to the max. Oh crap, I think it's going to rain. Sorry about my voice, by the way. I was hoping the ladies can fill in the gaps, but I don't think they're too talkative on highways. So I think I'll have to keep on talking. Anyway, I'm going to assume... Wait a minute. Something broke with the wiper settings, I think. Oh man. I lost my wiper settings, so it's down to 1 again. I thought they fixed this already. Anyway. Windsock says we have tailwind. That's good. Oh man, this is getting pretty steep now. Alright, we'll keep it there. Anyway, so I'm hoping, really hoping, that 1.35 releases does a full public release this week. And I'm guessing that because they've been really hard at work over the past few weekends. Wow! Very aggressive cutting there. Scary. So I'm expecting that they're really working. They have this internal deadline. They're not really aligning it with us, but I'm thinking they are working on some internal deadline that they want to keep, and so they're really working on the weekends, which is I feel bad for them, but they're very dedicated. So thank you guys. Thank you SES. I'll speed here just so we can hear the beep. Speed limit's 85. There you go. So if you keep on speeding, then I think it keeps on beeping. Yeah, so it really bugs you. And I like it actually. What I don't like is this guy merging in. Okay, there you go. Alright, let's drive responsibly now. Let's drive responsibly. So yes, I'm really hoping that they release it. I'm also guessing that they're trying to release 1.35 as soon as possible so that they can release Washington soon. Who knows, right? We'll see, we'll see. A lot of theories going on around that, and I think people are rightfully expecting it, because SES has been pretty active in the blog posts about Washington. Recently they released a blog post about Washington's what was it? Oh man, brain fart. No, there was something about Washington. They featured the Darwing recently. Oh, I forgot. You guys will have to orient me again. But there was something a few days ago. And they've been really active about it. So I think it's only a matter of time now. I'm guessing this week 1.35, and then Washington hopefully soon after. But yeah, that is mainly based on my assumptions, okay? So don't take my word for it. Crossing now to Denmark. Also, since 1.35 is really starting to stabilize now, people, well, particularly mod authors, have started to adjust their mods as well. Some mod authors are pretty active, like all over the beta testing phase. They introduce changes, do lots and lots of rework because lots of things change in the betas. But some modders actually wait for the full release, or when it's almost full release, when they feel that it's stabilizing, before they do anything. And that's, you can really see that now. Like for example, Alex told us that XBS actually released the 1.35 compatible version of his truck, the Sisu M. And I wanted to try that. Maybe we'll try that over on the stream. But I wanted to do the voice navigation first. And the Sisu M is a bit of a classic truck, so I'm not sure if it fits very well with the voice navigation. I guess we could argue that we could add a GPS device in a classic truck, but I don't know. It's not as fitting as this truck, at least. All modern, and you wouldn't think twice if you heard about a lady guiding you every step of the way. I kind of like it though. It's not too intrusive, and it's so far it's been pretty accurate, but we'll see as the more hairy junctions go. But really huge thanks to SCS for pulling this off. I mean, in the beginning of 1.35 we saw this Command G voice navigation or something like that, and people got some wind of it, but it got removed soon after. So I think it's really amazing that they actually fit it in, because everyone was not expecting it. Like in the beginning, they were thinking, oh, do I go straight? I guess I go. Yeah. Yeah, that's just a rest stop. So in the beginning, people saw the voice navigation, everybody was hyped, but then after the next release of the experimental beta, it got removed. The entire command got removed, and we are told now it just didn't get hidden, it actually got removed. So the files got removed as well. So no one was expecting it to make a comeback. And now, in the quote-unquote final moments of 1.35 beta, SCS squeezed it in again, and it's amazing. So thanks a lot, SCS, for this. I really love it. The voices I'm not so much a fan of. They're great actors, they have great voices, but I don't think it's very apt with the navigation system. I think it's too real, it's too human, it's too perfect. Yeah, it's too studio quality. When a GPS voice navigation needs to be a bit more
Go
robotic.
straight on.
I think, did I make a wrong turn there? Because go straight on is that way. This is exit right, as far as I understand. Should I not trust you now, lady? Oh yeah, actually, she was telling me the truth. Now that one I think was a bit late. Don't you think? Yeah, I think that's a bit late. Now, pretty soon, she'll be disappointed with us because she'll have to recalculate the route. We'll see how she handles that one. Yeah, let's just stick to here. I'm waiting.
Calculating route.
There you go. Now, the bad thing about that is we actually went a bit longer. Not just a bit, that's a complete understatement. I think we go, I don't know, 100 kilometers longer or something. Yeah. So we do a loop somewhere in the roundabout. Ooh, what happened there? Looks messy. Also looks like we'll be driving through the night. In terms of ETA, we have 8 hours and we have 21 hours, thank goodness. So when it starts getting dark, we can actually sleep first. Alright, that's fine. But yeah, I kind of extended our trip. But that's okay, at least that means we have more time together, right? Not very good for my voice, but hopefully good for the episode overall. Anyway, alright. So, let's go with some Q&A. I think I'm done with the updates. And this might be this might get very personal actually, because I see this question is from AP. Who do you like more, your father or mother? Now this is something you normally don't ask a person, okay? This is a bit, how do you say? Not because it's personal, but it's because it's one of those things that you, not something you would expect someone to say outright. So I'm not going to answer it like that. But I'm going to share something about my dad and my mom, okay? Maybe let's do it that way. So it's a bit more, how do you say, relatable and friendly. So if you guys didn't know, 2 years ago, my mom passed away. And I still remember, some of you guys might actually remember, because I got the call from my
At
brother.
the roundabout, take the third exit.
Third exit, okay, thank you. I actually got the call from my brother 2 years ago while I was streaming. So I was streaming ATS then, I believe. And I was getting this call from my brother, who doesn't normally call me.
Exit now.
Thank you. And he told me that my mom was, what do you say? They took my mom to the hospital, basically. And before then, there was already an episode, but we all had the impression that she was recovering. And so it came as a complete surprise to us that she got worse again. So I stopped the stream. I think I stopped the stream in the middle, if you guys remember. And I booked my flight. I went home. Unfortunately, when I was in the airport, my dad called me and actually told me that my mom passed away already. So I actually didn't make it. I actually didn't get to say goodbye. But I think that we met each other. I think we were together the week before, something like that, or 2 weeks before. Not very far away because we visited. Oh no, actually not just 2 weeks, a couple of months. Yeah, when she was, I think she was hospitalized March. So we came back. We spent some time with her, and then she passed away May. So it was a bit, yeah, we were surprised because we were hoping that she would recover. But yeah, so it was really a challenging time for us. 2017 was not a very good year for me. And yeah, it was hard, as you guys can imagine. So that makes it especially not very nice for this question, so I won't answer that exact question, but yeah, I thought I would share that with you guys.
Go straight on.
Straight on, okay, gotcha. Now I'll listen to you. Now I trust you. So, but I guess I can share some other things. Let me see. Oh. So maybe I can share something about my dad and my mom, about how they're different. It's not, I don't like one or the other more, but I do notice. Of course, I like some of their qualities specifically. So maybe I can share that. Was that actually lightning I saw? That's super cool. And yeah, the weather is turning, and everything is turning bad here. I think it's time to sleep soon enough. It's 8:30 anyway, so I think it's time to sleep. We'll go and stop by on the next rest stop that we encounter. So my dad is more the comic, let's say. He's the silent type, and I think I get a lot
Keep
of my...
left, and then go straight.
Keep left and then go straight. Thank you. That's actually very, very useful. Ah,
Go straight on.
interesting. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, now I'm really amazed. Now I really like it. Okay, so my dad is like the comic. He's the silent type, a very introverted type, and I think I get a lot of my introversion from him. But he's also very funny, and he makes a lot of jokes when it's in the family. You know, with outside doesn't talk much, but when he's with us, he's very comedic. Yeah. My mom is the friendliest person I know. She would talk with anyone she meets on the road, wherever she is, and whenever we travel, she could just like speak with anybody, like on the bus, on the train, next to her, and she can just like ask a question, and then they'd be talking the entire trip, and we're like, my dad and I and my brother, we will be looking at each other like, that's mom. And she would she's really good at that, you know. She's the extrovert. She's the friendliest person I know, as I mentioned. And she's very forward, so they really complement each other, because my dad is super quiet, very introverted. Oh, yo, I think these guys hit each other. Yeah. Oi, don't you... Accident. Thank goodness for Volvo braking. That's not going to go very well with my fuel economy though. But fine. So we'll stop here, we'll rest here, and then we'll switch voices. Let's give the American lady a chance. And you guys let me know at the end of the episode which one you like better. But I think I will keep one, because so far it has not been intrusive. I can still talk as much as I want, but I get that added immersion, that added guidance, and this added overview of the map, which is very, very useful. So I kind of like it. I'll keep it. You just let me know which one you want to keep, okay? So yeah, my mom is the talkative type. She's very forward. When she doesn't like something, she says it. So usually she's the one who does the scolding. And when we were kids, we thought, well, at least I thought that she was the bad guy, and then my dad would be the one who will be who will be on our side. But as I grew up, I understood that my mom wasn't the bad guy. She was actually teaching us more in that regard, because she's scolding us because she loves us, right? And that's for if you guys are being scolded by your parents, don't take it the wrong way. It might come off as aggressive, as shouting sometimes because they're stressed, but don't take it against them. You know, it's all out of love, and it's all because they want you to learn and they want you to do well in life. I learned that, and I wish I learned it sooner. You know, because now it's a bit late. So don't wait until it's too late, guys. Cherish your moments with your parents. Alright. So thanks for the question, AP. I couldn't answer it directly as I mentioned, but I hope that was sufficient. Okay, this is the rest area, I think. Yeah, looks like have to stop somewhere. The rest area is, let me actually go to the routing. Let's ask some help from the lady here. There you go. I think that helps.
Route calculated. Please proceed to highlighted route.
Do you guys hear that? Please proceed to highlighted route. Okay, a bit pitchy there. It's fine. Is that actually a supermoon I'm seeing? Because it's night, but it's a very bright night, and it seems like there's something shining somewhere above. Let's have a look. Oh, I can see. It does seem like it. It does seem like we're in the middle of a sky transition. Oh, dense. S. What is S? South, maybe. Sud. I don't know. Right, let's sleep here.
Get ready to turn left.
Thank you. I'm ready. Actually, pretty good heads up, huh? I understand they would have a problem with in 300 meters turn left, because it's not going to be really 300 meters because the scale of the map is different. So that won't be an accurate misstatement, but get ready to turn left is something that I can get along with pretty well. Doesn't hurt my immersion at all. Our turn? Thank you. So hopefully, after we rest, it will be a much better view, and hopefully it'll also be a much better weather. More sightseeing, and then let's take the American lady for a ride. Also, maybe I can gas up as well. That will not be a bad idea. I wonder what broke the wipers. I remember I fixed it already. Oh, but I think no, it's not. No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. As long as it doesn't crash, I'm okay. CG, 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 CG. CG overload. There we go. Alright. Also, I believe Sound Fixes had a few updates. So even if you don't have the any voice navigation mod, the default ones from Dog and Sky, I think he removed some of the more non-professional phrases that they have. So it's a bit more professional sounding now. But yeah, I really prefer these mods, and I hope SCS adds some default ones. I'm not sure how they do it, if they need to like edit the voices to make it a bit sound a bit robotic, or if they really have to do like a synthesizer or something like that. But yeah, I think it will be very good. Okay, let's sleep. And now, good morning. Perfect. Exactly what I was hoping for. Amazing. Alright. Right, let's proceed. Now the thing is, I think we'll have to loop all the way around. So let's just follow the lady. Wipers please, thank you. It's a bit left over from the rain last night. Man, that looks good, doesn't it? Now that looks a lot smoother. And I think we have a photo moment right here. But for the sake of time, because we still have 400 kilometers to go. Did I say meters before? My bad. I think I'll take care of that later. Okay, so this will be the shot that I want. And let me share with you a secret. I actually just hit the quick save button, scroll lock, and I'm going to load that later, and I'm going to take a screenshot there at that bridge. So it's going to be a pretty seamless experience for you guys. And I can do that when we're
Go
rushing
straight on.
and we don't have much time to take photos and dilly-dally. Yeah, so I get the best of both worlds basically.
Go straight on.
Thank you. Oh, when we were supposed to change the voice. Let's go and change it to the Google Voice. Now, as I mentioned, this is not the same one from the Steam Workshop. That's not the one I have. I have the one from the SCS forums. Go and check the mods list. Link in the video description. And the item should be under the audio section of ETS2. Let's hear how she sounds. What the heck? Some fancy driving there. Good.
In 200 meters, turn right.
Oh, that one does sound a bit loud, but we can easily change the volume as well. But in terms of
Turn
quality,
right.
I think
Then
I like it.
turn left.
And I think this lady, did she just mention 200 meters? I think she did, huh? There's also the turn right and turn left thingy. Very cool.
Turn left.
Also sounds quite robotic, so I like it. Sounds really like Google Maps navigation.
Keep right at the fork. At the roundabout, take the third exit.
At the roundabout, take the third exit. Bro, thank you. Goody good. Stick here. That's one. That's the second exit. The third one is here. Can you squeeze in?
Take the exit.
Oh crap, there's a truck. And they're actually blocking my way, and this guy just stopped. Oh my goodness. AI. Why are you doing this to me? I have to do some evasive maneuvers. Improvisations. There you go. So far guys, which one do you like better? I'm a bit torn. I like them both, but I'm not sure. Well, what we can do is we can have this lady in the US because she sounds American, right? And we can have the other lady, the British lady, here, since this is ETS2, so it's more apt. So that might be a possible thing.
In 200 meters, turn left.
But I'm not sure. I kind of
Turn
like
left.
200 meters. Even though it's not accurate at times because of the scaling. Might not be too bad. Let's hear how she does on the exits. If you can also trust her. And to check if we can trust her, I'll change my GPS to zoom out max that way. Oh, that guy. The AI needs to do some work on that. They either stop or they go, but not in the middle. Alright, next question. Questions from Rob. Barbecue season has just started in the UK. It's probably done by now, I'm not sure because this question was way back in end of April. Sorry about that. But it is summer, isn't it? So maybe it still is. What is your favorite barbecue food to eat and cook? So I don't cook a lot these days, but I do have some favorite barbecue items. Oh, look at that train. That is beautiful. Goodness. That's a nice ride. Also, you guys might have noticed the signs that we were passing through. Some additional signs there from Mandelsoft. Added signs to the Scandinavia region. Very nice. Right, let's keep on the speed limit here. That's fine. So barbecue. In Singapore, we have what we call a satay. It's not really Singaporean. I'm not actually sure which country it's from, but a lot of countries have it. Satay is like barbecue, like the normal, how do you say, barbecue, pork barbecue. Well, there are different types: chicken, mutton, and beef. Normally, not pork, because I guess it's a halal food. And there's the peanut sauce. You guys might have tried it before, but it's really good. It's really good. So we have it's a thing here in Singapore where we have, so most of us live in flats, in condos, and we have like some common areas which we can rent, and these common areas have their own barbecue pits. So when we are feeling in the mood for barbecue, we can invite some friends over, have some barbecue. And there are even services right now where you can have the stuff delivered to you. So you don't have to really buy each of the stuff in the grocery, like do all that marinating and putting them on the stick or things like that. You just have to, you can actually buy the stuff already, and you can just put it on the grill. So it's much easier. And there's a lot of different kinds of satay you can order, different kinds of barbecue, but satay is definitely one of my favorites because I love the peanut sauce. I love peanut butter, I love most of things peanutty. So I really enjoy that. But in the Philippines, we have a lot as well. The best one that comes to mind is what we call liempo. Liempo is basically pork belly, and it's really good. The toastier it is, the more grilled it is, the better tasting it is. And then couple that with soy sauce, vinegar, and a bit of chili, and voila, you have the magic ingredient. Where's the autopass? This one. But we also have some more hardcore delicacies, you could say, in the Philippines, and these are mainly like intestines, chicken intestines, pork intestines, and they're actually very good. Oh, that guy almost hit me. But that actually I think is improved logic, because before that truck would not even look at me, to just go straight and crash onto me if he was trying to merge in from the toll gate. Now he actually stopped last minute. So I think that's a bit of an improvement right there. But yes, we have intestines. You kind of skewer them on the stick. So they're like this, you know how intestines look, like the S shape, like the snake, like the winding thing. You imagine that, but you put a stick in between, and that's going to be like a Christmas tree if you like stand it up. Imagine, like, I can't describe it, but yeah, it's like that. In local terms, we call it isaw, and it's quite good. But you have to put some sauce in it, like vinegar, to clean out the germs, maybe to protect yourself. But it's very good with vinegar. Without vinegar, it's a bit. You can feel Oh, sorry, my bad. It's a very good reminder. Let's slow down here.
Continue straight.
Thank you. So yeah, I think Copenhagen. It's a very good street food. Intestines. Just have to be careful where you buy it from. Like I would not buy it from, if you go to the Philippines and you remember what I told you, you might try isaw anywhere, but I do not advise buying it from any street vendor, because it has to be made clean, because otherwise it might give you a bit of a problem with the digestion. So you have to be ensured that if done right, it's perfectly safe, it's perfectly edible and clean. But if you buy it from the street vendors, it can be a roll of the dice. So you can buy some maybe on the how do you say? You can buy some on the like more established places. Like I don't know, restaurants sometimes serve it. Some of the bars serve it, but if you buy it really on the side of the street, it's a bit risky. So I don't think I've tried isaw on the streets, because I have a very sensitive stomach, and might not enjoy that very much. Slow down a bit here. There we go. All right, 80 here for trucks. That's all well and good. So yeah, that's one tip. Thanks for the question, Rob. It's also nice that there's a bit of a background with before the questions come. His next one comes like this: I need to wear glasses. What prosthetic would you like to have or hate to have? Well, glasses, I would not like to have glasses. So right now I don't need glasses. Maybe when I grow older I would need it for reading. But I've been lucky with the genes that my parents have very good eyesight generally. They only got their own glasses when they grew a bit older. And so far my eyesight is pretty good. Maybe not perfect, but I don't need glasses. And I won't like to have glasses because Mrs. Clumsy has glasses. She wears contacts. She wears glasses at home, contacts when she's outside. And I can see from her the effort it takes, the additional effort that you would need for putting it on. When you wake up in the morning, you can't see anything. You'll have to find your glasses first. Have to remember to buy the contacts, the solutions, replace the contacts every so often, every month, or depending on what kind of you buy. So many different conditions, and you constantly have to be adjusting the grade, or how do you call it? We call it grado, but I'm not sure if it's grade in English. It doesn't sound like it. But yeah, the level of the magnification, basically. Autopass, I guess, is here on the right. There you go. Just float and enjoy the trip. There you go. Wow, 172 euros. Yikes. Alright, so that is that one. But aside from that, what would I like to have? Well, I'm a very gadgety kind of guy. I think I've talked about this before. I like gadgets. So right now I have like two things. I have my Fitbit on my right hand, and I have my Samsung Gear S3 on my left. The Fitbit is for counting the steps. The Gear can count steps, but it's a bit heavier, so I remove it when I'm really working out. It's not comfortable wearing it while working out. So I use it more as a notification thing. So when my phone gets something, I get it on my watch, so I don't have to pick up my phone. So I can keep my phone in my bag and stuff like that. I don't have to pull it out every so often or every time. And sorry, wrong key. And it's not really a prosthetic, but it's like an addition because Mrs. Clumsy calls me a cyborg now. Because sometimes I have like 3 gadgets, like my Fitbit, my gear, and I also have the how do you call it? The earbuds, the wireless earbuds. When I'm walking, so I have all of the above, and I feel like a cyborg. So I like those, but I like them as add-ons. Okay, thank you. If we're keeping this lady, I think I might need to adjust the volume to be a bit lower. I think it's a bit too loud, but not too bad. Not too bad overall. Oi, who's that guy? First time I see that guy. Interesting. Yeah, let's just cruise along here. Get some of that economy
Continue
back.
straight.
At least it helps guide you on each of the junctions if you need to start turning right already or something. And so far it has been very timely. I just need to trust it more. But so far I think I'm liking the British lady better. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Let's give her a chance. Let's give this lady a chance. Aside from that, prosthetics, not really sure. Yeah, I think I would not like real prosthetics. I would not like any, if possible. I'd like to keep it natural. Like gadgets is a different thing altogether, but yeah, I hope I would not need any. Thanks for the question, Rob. Next one is also from him. In restaurants in foreign countries, I look at the menus and order anything I do not recognize. What have been your best and worst
Continue
for
straight.
orders? Ah, goodness. Okay, yeah. We try to do the same. Maybe not explicitly looking at the thing we cannot recognize, but we look for the thing that the place is famous for example, the specialties. And if that's something we don't recognize, then it's amazing. In Europe, when we first went to Europe, everything was, well, not really unrecognizable, but quite different from what we're used to. Lots of potatoes, definitely. Lots of cheese, which is amazing.
Keep right at the fork. Then, take the exit on the right.
Okay, thank you. This is our exit. On to
Take the exit on the right.
back to Stockholm. But yeah, very nice, this voice navigation, right? So amazing. Let's keep that. So some of the menus that stuck with me, some of the items were in Poland. Actually, it was in France as well, but I heard in Poland it's quite a festive, how do you say, like a special dish that you serve during during some occasions. The Tatar or Tartar, I think they call it, depending on which language. But it's basically like raw, is it beef or raw meat, right? But it's bought like a very healthy meat that you don't really need to cook it, and it's prepared in a way
Continue
that
straight.
Doesn't make your stomach grumble. So it's quite good. And when I tasted it, initially when I looked at it, this is raw meat. Like, I mean, raw fish I can understand, but this is meat. This is red meat that's raw. So I was a bit apprehensive at first, but when I tried it, I actually first tried it when I was in Warsaw. We had a team dinner at work, and they told us, you have to try this. This is the specialty. I was like, okay, and I liked it. It does sound a bit in the beginning, but after you get used to it, after you taste it, if you give it a chance, keep an open mind, then it's pretty good actually. And then I ordered the same. There's also a Tatar or Tartar. Whoa! In France, in Paris, when we went there, and I tried it, and it was also very good. And my stomach didn't really complain the next day. So good choice. Oi, deja vu. Maybe they're going to fly in formation or something. Okay. But yeah, I kind of like that. And there's some of those very interesting ones from Poland as well. What they call it, pierogi, like the dumplings, is it? If I remember correctly, very interesting ones. But the most hardcore I've ever had is in China, and I recently just told you guys about that. And maybe you won't be a fan of it. I'm not a fan, but I'm happy that I tried it just so I can tell you guys a story about it. But it's definitely the most adventurous thing I've ever had. And if you're eating, maybe pause the video for now, because I've had people complain when I told this story the first time that they lost appetite afterwards. So just a bit of a spoiler alert. Warning. Okay, here I go. You had your chance. I had pork brain, literally the brain of a pig. And it's something that is you're familiar with those hot pots where you have this soup in the middle, and you kind of the waiters would give you the raw meat or the raw food, and you would put the raw food in the soup, then it gets cooked, gets boiled or something. So when we ordered the pork brain, and this was not really something I ordered specifically, but this was something that my clients have how do you say, forced upon me, or maybe suggested, highly recommended, let's put it that way to be more politically correct. And they said, you have to try the pork brain. Yeah? And then I said, okay, let's do it. Pork brain it is. So the pork brain arrived, and it's not cooked because you have to cook it yourself. So the pork brain arrived in all its rawest glory. And so you know how you can imagine how a brain looks like? It looks exactly like that. Pinkish, has all those veins and all the I don't know what to call it, the grooves, you know, the lines, has all of those. So it's brain. And we cooked it. I was hoping when I dipped it in the soup that it would just disappear into nothingness, so we won't have to eat
Keep right
it.
at the fork.
And but that was not the case, so I had to eat it. It was not any more pink after it got cooked. It got a bit brown, but all the lines were
Take
still
the
there.
exit on the right.
So thankfully they didn't force me to eat so much, because it was not very good. It was not that bad. I mean, it looked worse than it tasted, but it had that very weird taste when you taste the intestines, or the inner how do you say, the innards of something. Intestines, liver in particular I don't like. It has that like pungent taste. Don't know how to describe it, but liver is not something I like.
Turn left.
At all. Intestines I like better, but liver not so much. But yeah, the brain kind of had that liver taste, but not so much. So actually, if you ask me, I like brain more than liver. I hate liver more. So it was not that bad, but it was not something I would eat on my own. Like, it was not like, wow, let's have the pork brain again. Nope, no thank you. Hard pass. But yes, it's a very memorable experience, and one that I can tell stories about, so it was worth it. Yeah. Thanks, Rob. Next question is from AP. If you get only 15 hours in a day, what things would you stop or reduce doing? You can't reduce the working time for your company. Oh man. Because that's what I've been doing. Man, this looks good, doesn't it? Super scenic here. Look at that view, guys. Don't fall into the lake. No one saw that. No one saw that.
Continue straight.
Thank you. So If you get only 15 hours a day, it's not a good idea, but I'll probably make my sleep less. That's what I do, at least normally. And that's the common thing that people do, I think, is to lessen the sleep in order to catch up with everything that we need or want to do. But it's not a sustainable solution, especially if you grow older. When you're young, you can afford to not sleep so much, but as you grow older, you need it. You really feel the effect, and I'm starting to feel that already. And I remember before, when I was drinking, I would have like the worst hangover the next day when I was in my college days, like 18 and above, 18 to early 20s. But it would be gone by the end of the day, and I would be able to spring back easier. Nowadays, I don't really drink that much anymore, and I don't go to parties that much anymore. I much prefer a chill time at home, doing flight sim, spending time with Mrs. Clumsy. But if I go to parties and if I ever go get drunk, super drunk, it would probably
Keep
take
right
me
at the fork.
2 or 3 days to recover. So it's a lot slower. Everything is a lot slower when you get older. Metabolism goes super slow. Can't eat as much as you want. Have to control it. Have to balance it. Same goes for sleep. When you
Take the exit on the right.
When you get lack of sleep, you definitely feel it the next day. You can't just bounce back as fast. So don't get into the habit of cutting your sleep just to do stuff. And if I can recommend any book to you guys, my favorite book by far is Essentialism. I forgot who the author is, but he's a British guy, I think, at least from how he sounds. Has that powerful, very nice British accent. Essentialism
Turn left.
will teach you the power of choice and sticking with your choice. It will make you aware that you cannot do everything, so you have to choose and commit to it and live with the consequences. If you choose this, that means explicitly not choosing the other one. And he tells there that sleep is something you need, and I definitely agree. So I try not to sacrifice my sleep as much as possible, although it's a very hard thing because we are born, we grow to have very active lifestyles in a way, in such a way that
In 200 meters, turn left.
in such a way that we want to always do something. We want to keep on moving, always doing something,
Turn left.
always doing something. But it's not very healthy. So sleep is almost always the first one to go. But shouldn't be the case. So now I try to make a conscious effort of keeping my sleep as much as possible, 7 hours minimum, 6 hours if it's really, really tight, and then sacrificing something else if really needed. And that something else is work. I can only sacrifice so much because I'm fortunate enough to have work that is results oriented. So I don't really have to work 8 hours exactly. If I'm efficient, if I finish it earlier, I can cut a bit of it. But aside from that, if I need to sacrifice more, then it has to be, unfortunately, the YouTubing, the making of videos. And that's why you see sometimes I don't have videos, sometimes I don't stream, because family comes first. Family should always come first. Yeah, Mrs. Clumsy, my family back in the Philippines, they should always come first. And the same goes for you guys. So don't ever think that you need to apologize when you cannot watch the videos, because I have to spend time studying or going out with the family. Like, I know better than most because of the experiences, what I told you guys earlier with my mom, that family is the number one thing, and you only have a limited time with family. So don't waste it. Don't skip out on it and think that there always will be a next time. It's not always
At the
going
roundabout,
to be
take the second
case.
exit.
So make the most out of it while it's still there, guys.
take the exit.
That guy actually wanted to squeeze in, but stopped at the last moment, thankfully. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And ooh, look at that.
At the roundabout, take the third exit.
We should be hearing some funky sounds, I think. There we go. But it should actually be a ringtone. Unless I didn't enable the sound fixes pack
Take
properly.
the exit.
Well, let's double check that, okay? I'll include it in the recording so there's evidence. Because Natural Lux has a sound fixes pack,
In 200 meters, turn left.
which changes these ringtones to some more additional varied more varied ringtones.
You have
Thank you.
arrived.
Thank you, lady. Helps a lot. So I think I like the British lady more. I think I like her sound more, a bit more GPS-ish, a bit more professional. I think we'll keep her, unless you guys think otherwise. But let me know in the comments, okay? So in terms of parking, we park this... where do we park this thing? Oh, there, okay. It's not that hard. I have the real hard parking enabled, but it seems like the boxes were not placed against our favor right now. So I still have most of the adjustment area I need, the maneuvering area I need. That should be more than enough space. The challenging thing, I guess, is having these trailers in between, or on our side, and we have to park in between, so I have to make it a bit more accurate, but that's pretty realistic. That's fine with me. So we just make sure the line like so. Keep it steady, look at the right, should be good. There we go. Even it out, straighten it out, and that should be a-okay. Perfect. Nice. Right? I like it. Good. Let's get paid. Excellent, not late. Perfect. Good, thank you. Let's go and change the voice. I think I like the British lady more. But you guys let me know in the comments and we can always adjust it for the next episode, okay? Some of you guys also recommended or suggested that I make my own voice pack and make it available for download so you guys can try with me. I can keep bugging you. You let me know what you think about that. But I will have to learn how to mod it first and have to record some voices. Also, I'll have to make my voice recover first. So at least when you get the recording, it will be my 100% voice, not the raspy voice. I don't know. Or maybe you like this better. You let me know in the comments. Anyway, let's go back and check. Because there should have been music in there. Natural Lux should have come with some sound fixes. Yeah, sound fixes pack. Wait a minute, why is that there? Yield traffic density and ratio. That is not in the... Oh yeah, I think I put that there on purpose because the traffic mod has to be on top. But yeah, the sound fixes pack is here. But it doesn't work for some reason. Maybe it's overwritten by this? It shouldn't be. Anyway, alright, so I'll leave it there for now, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. As always, looking forward to your comments. Please don't forget, hit the like button. Hit the thumbs up button if you did enjoy, and yeah, I'll be looking forward to what you have to say. Thanks, have a nice day, and Clumsy trucking, everybody. Bye-bye.